I'm going to make some Moroccan chicken today. So I have there's about 12 pieces of thighs. I have 8 people are coming in for dinner, so I'm preparing this one. And I am going to use a very interesting spice mix. So I have a little bit of brown sugar. I put about a tablespoon of brown sugar, a tablespoon of salt, pepper. This is garlic powder, and this is dry harissa mix, just to add a little bit of kick to it. Now this is a Middle Eastern spice. You can get this in a bottle, which is a paste. So this is a dry mix. So this is to season my chicken. And this is a Moroccan spice. This one has, I believe, 14 spices mixed. I may not pronounce this properly, but it's called Ras El Hamoud or Hanu or something like that. But I will put the correct spelling and the recipe. I bought this from a Middle Eastern store. So I'm just going to put all of them. So I have 3 tablespoons here. So if I were cooking for just 4 pieces of chicken, I would have just put 1 tablespoon of this mix and put I would put 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon of harissa mix, a little bit of pepper, salt, and about a teaspoon of sugar and some garlic powder. But I'm cooking 8 pieces of chicken thighs. I'm just going to mix all of them, and into my chicken I already add a little bit of olive oil, so this one will stick together. And I'm going to, after I mix all of these things in, you do have to get your hand into this to get it properly. So I'm just going to put this one in and mix it. So all of them will be mixed together, and I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for about 3 hours. Now you can do it with it doesn't matter whether you put it 1 hour or 20 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever. My guests are not coming in for a few more hours, so I do have the luxury of time to get this thing marinated. So I'm just going to put this in the refrigerator, then I will tell you about the rest of the ingredients that needs to go with this one. I have had my chicken in the refrigerator for about 3 hours, so it's completely marinated. So here are the rest of the ingredients that you need. Got your onions. This is about 2 medium onions. I had 1 medium white and 1 red. You can use whatever the onion that you have. Since I'm cooking for 8 people, this is a lot of quantity. So if you're cooking for 2 or 3 people, just reduce the quantity. You can just put about 1 onion. I have 2 I believe this is 2 pints of the small grape tomatoes. I have 2 zucchini, cut it into pieces, just like this. This is chickpeas. I have 2 cans over here. So if you are cooking for 4 people, just put 1 can, or if it is just 2 or 3 people, you can put half a can or a little bit more. I have a tablespoon of paprika, tablespoon of coriander. Sorry, this is cumin, not coriander, this is cumin. I have, this is cilantro. Black olives, you can use whatever that you have. I had only black olives, so I just used a little bit of black olives. Now this is a interesting, so this is a very interesting, this is pickle lemons. So I got this from a Middle Eastern store. So as you can see, that's a pickle lemon. So I removed the pulp from one of these lemons, and I cut the skin into small pieces. So this will be going, when I'm cooking the chicken, I will be putting this one in first. I'll be putting these ones later on. So my mint is for garnishing. This is apricots, dried apricots, also for garnishing. That's what it goes in the very latest stage. And this is some raisins or sultanas. So I will be boiling these two in a cup of sugar water, getting softened, and I will add it last. Then this will be the one that will be, this is the mint, will be going just before serving the food. I have my big pot. I don't have a tagine, so I put some oil. It's warmed up. I'm gonna put my onions. I'm gonna let it lightly brown. And I forgot to mention, I need to put we need some garlic, and I did not have the garlic in front of me, so that's why I forgot to put it in my ingredients list. But I do have some garlic, and I will be adding some garlic to this as well. My onions are a little bit softened. I'm just going to add my garlic, which I forgot to mention earlier. At this point, I'm going to add my cumin. So I want it to get toasted. I want the cumin to be cooked. I'm going to add my paprika. Okay, my onions are ready. Now it's time to put the chicken. You don't need to, you just need to just cook them. You don't need to brown them. Go. And high heat. Okay, so I'm going to let it cook for about 10 or 15 minutes, then I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients. At this point, I'm also going to add the pulp from pickled lemons. So let that thing cook. I believe that's a seed, so I'm just going to add the lemon. So I let my chicken cook for about 15 minutes. It's cooked. I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients. I'm going to start off with my tomatoes. That's for the base. And once that is cooked, I'm going to get the bottom, all the juices. There we go. Then I'm going to add my chickpeas. I think I'm going to add just about a cup of water for this one, because I need a little bit more juices. I don't have enough juices in this one, so I'm going to add about a cup of water. This actually, what I will do, I will add a little bit of water for my chicken marinade bowl and get all the juices from there. So I got a little bit of water, cleaned my bowl. I'm just going to add that one. So let it cook for 5 or 10 minutes. Then I can add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so it smells fantastic. And it will be ready within about 15 more minutes. So I'm just going to let it cook for about 15 minutes. I'm going to cook this on medium heat, and I'm going to cover it so that it'll cook faster for about 15 minutes, so I know that way the chicken will be cooked completely. So it's been cooking for about 15 minutes. It's pretty much done. I'm going to add my chickpeas, and I'm going to let it cook for about another 15 minutes, so that way the chickpeas are cooked. Then the last 5 minutes or so, I'm going to add the zucchinis. All I got to add is zucchini, cilantro, my olives, and some of my this pickle lemon, and the dish will be ready Then I'll add the sultanas and the apricot and the rest of the stuff just before serving. My chicken is cooked. I'm just going to add the zucchini. At the same time, I'm going to add I'm going to add cilantro. There we go. And my olives. And also my pickled lemon. I'm going to mix it. Then it's just a matter of getting my zucchini cooked. There we go. And if you want, see, I wish I had a little bit more these little tomatoes, so I would have put it a little bit on the with my zucchini, so all the tomato, they are kind of mixed in, or they are pulpy now. So I'm just going to let this thing cook another 5 minutes, then it's ready to eat. So let me cook this one for 5 minutes, then we'll get back to you. At this point, I just checked for salt, but it needs salt. And I forgot to mention, I do need to add a tablespoon of honey. I forgot to put that one also during showing the ingredients. Was out of my sight, so I forgot. So I'm going to add honey at this point, then I'll get back to you. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of honey. If you are cooking for 4 people, just add 1 tablespoon. You don't need to add 2. Only reason I'm adding 2 because I'm cooking for 8 people here. It's a big pot, big quantity, so I had to double or triple the quantity that is required at this point. It is cooked, it's ready. So the last part that I had to do, I want to boil my apricots and the sultanas in a little bit of sugary water, then put it on top. I checked for salt, it's good. The sweetness is there. I would have really liked this one a little bit more hot. I would have put a little bit more harissa seasoning to get it hot. However, there are 3 little kids are going to be here, little ones, and if I make it really hot, they will not be able to enjoy. So I'm just going to keep it as it is, and when you're cooking this one, if you like it hot, just add some more harissa seasoning. You can get the harissa seasoning or harissa paste, either way, so that way you can get the hotness that you're looking for. So this is good at this point, and I'm just going to go to the next step. So this is the last part. So I got a little bit of brown sugar with a cup of water, just bring it to a boil. Then I'm going to add my apricot and my sultanas, and also I'm going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon to get that sweetness. So I add cinnamon and sugar, and this one has the apricot and the sultana. So I'm going to let it cook, boil, and reduce it to about half a cup or so. Then just put it on top of my dish, add it, and with some mint, then ready to eat. I made cooking some yellow rice to go with this one. So you can have this dish with rice or even with pita bread or one of those flat bread from Middle Eastern flat bread. I got some Lebanese flat bread today. I have a hard time saying that, so I'll show it to you with the bread. My dish is completely done. All I got to do, add my cooked apricots and sultanas with cinnamon and sugar. So this I'm going to taste it and see if I need any salt, because I'm adding some sweetness. So that's it, I'm done. So at this point you may want to check and see how is the salt taste. You know, if you need to add some salt, just add some salt at this point. Now all I got to do, plate it, put some of the mint on top of that, just to get that you've got to put this thing fresh on top of when you are plating it, so that way when somebody bites into that, they will taste the mint taste, the fresh mint. So I hope you guys will give it a try. I will plate this one and take a picture and put it on, or I will do one more video clip before I'm hungry now. It took me about less than an hour to prepare this one, but it is absolutely delicious. Again, I will put the special the ingredient, that the spice mix, Moroccan spice mix on the comment section, or put on the video itself. So let me plate this one and take a picture. So this is my final product. So I plate with a little bit of yellow rice and a little bit of mint on the top. So here we go. It's absolutely delicious. You got to try this. It's absolutely delicious. I tried it, and it is fantastic. It's not spicy hot, but it's got the sweet, the tanginess, and also the chickpeas give it a fantastic taste. Hope you guys enjoy it.